Hello, my dear children. I, Mrs. Divya Dwivedi, welcome you all in science tutorials. How are you all, children? I do believe that you all are well, you all are taking care of yourself. Children, we are studying science of class 8. So today we are going to start very important topic of your science book, that is lesson number 18, pollution of air and water. Dear children, we are all aware that our environment is not what it used to be. Our elders talk about the clean water and fresh air that was available in their times. Now the media regularly reports on the falling quality of the environment. We ourselves feel the impact of the falling quality of air and water in our lives. The number of people suffering from diseases of the respiratory system, for example, is steadily rising. We shudder to imagine a time when clean air and water may no longer be available. You have learned about the importance of air and water in your previous classes. Now in this class, we are going to study about the harmful effects of air and water pollution. So first we will start pollution in air, means the topic 18.1, air pollution. Children, we all can survive for some time without food, but we cannot survive even for a few minutes without air. This simple fact tells us how important clean air is to us. So first of all, you all should know what is air. Children, in previous classes you have studied about atmosphere. The envelope of gases that surrounds us is known as atmosphere. Okay, so the envelope of gases that surrounds us is known as air, which contain many gases. Okay, so what is air? Air is actually the mixture of gases. Okay, if anybody asks you what is air, then simply you can answer air is a mixture of gases. So as you know that air is a mixture of gases, so first we will study about the composition of air. Okay. So children, by volume about 78% of this mixture is nitrogen. Here in the figure children, you can see this whole blue portion is actually nitrogen. Okay, 78% nitrogen is present in the air and 21% is oxygen, which is indicated by yellow color in the diagram. It is actually 20 to 21%, so you can write 20 or 21 both. And 1% of the air is formed by other gases like carbon dioxide, argon, methane, ozone and water vapors. Here in the figure you can see they all are present in very small quantities in air. Means the carbon dioxide is 0.03%, argon is 0.97%, water vapors are 0.1%. Okay, so means all these gases are found in very small quantities. So what is composition of air? Air contains 78% of nitrogen, 21% is oxygen and 1% other gases like carbon dioxide, argon, methane, ozone and water vapors. Now, next, what is air pollution? So what is air? Air is a mixture of gases which contain 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen and 1% other gases. The main problem which we are suffering from is air pollution. Okay, air pollution. So children, what is air pollution and how does it get polluted? When air is contaminated by unwanted substances which have a harmful effect on both the living and the non-living, it is referred to as air pollution. So what is air pollution? Contamination of the air by adding unwanted substances to it is known as air pollution. There are so many substances, unwanted substances, which are added to the air to make it polluted. And these substances are known as air pollutants. So, okay, substances which contaminate the air are called air pollutants. So, air gets polluted when undesirable substances which are harmful for living and non-living things both are added to the air gets polluted. Sometimes such substances may come from natural sources like smoke, dust arising from forest fire and volcanic eruption. Pollutants are also added to the atmosphere by certain human activities. The sources of air pollutants are factories, power plants, automobiles, exhaust and burning of firewood and dung cakes. Children, burning is a main cause of air pollution. Burning of substances like fuel, coal and cow dung. If we burn all these things, it produces gas, it produces smoke which pollute the air. But apart from this, one more thing is there which is known as SPM, suspended particulate matter. Okay, in the air there are many small particles which pollute the air. They are known as SPM. Now we will discuss about some major pollutants of air in detail. So first we will study about smoke. A thick fog like layer in the atmosphere, especially during winters. This is smoke, okay, which is made up of smoke plus fog. Smoke plus fog. Okay, so combination of smoke plus fog is known as smoke. Children, when we get up in the morning, we see we see fog, ना कोहरा होता है बहुत ज़्यादा, and जब इस कोहरे के साथ धुआं भी मिल जाता है ना, when smoke is mixed with the fog, it forms smoke. Okay, now smoke may contain oxides of nitrogen which combine with other air pollutants. Okay, it contains oxide of nitrogen which combines with other air pollutants and fog to form smoke. The smoke causes breathing difficulties such as asthma, cough and wheezing in children. So in this way this smoke make the air polluted and it is very harmful for the human beings. Now next pollutant is CFC, chlorofluorocarbons. Children, you must have heard about this gas. CFC are used in refrigerators, air conditioners and aerosol sprays. Children, we are using some sprays as air room fresheners, inhalers, disinfectants. They are actually aerosol sprays. When we use all these things, the vapors coming out from these things go in the upper atmosphere and deplete ozone layers. Okay, ozone layer is found in the stratosphere of the atmosphere. Upper layer of the atmosphere is stratosphere which contain ozone layer. Ozone layer protect us from ultraviolet rays coming from the sun. Okay, so this CFC damages the ozone layer of the atmosphere, and depletion of ozone layer is very harmful as it causes skin disorders. Thus children, you have understood that CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons, are the major pollutant of the air because they causes depletion in ozone layer and which causes skin disorders, eye disorders, etc. Children, scientists have done many researches and they have proved that now ozone layer is becoming thin. जो हमारी जो ओजोन लेयर है वो धीरे धीरे पतली हो रही है. सो नाउ देयर इज़ अ टाइम टू फाइंड आउट ऑल्टरनेटिव्स ऑफ दिस CFC because it is a major pollutant of air. It causes damage in our ozone layer. So there is a time to protect our ozone layer and use alternative option of CFCs. Now next major pollutant of air pollution is carbon monoxide. Okay, carbon monoxide is also a major pollutant of air. Carbon monoxide is a poisonous gas which is produced from incomplete burning of fuel. Children, you all know that whenever anything is burned, it needs oxygen and produces carbon dioxide. But when sufficient oxygen is not supplied and thing is not completely burned, it produces carbon monoxide, which is a poisonous gas. Means when fuels are burned, petrol and diesels are burned in vehicle, they are not burned completely and they produce carbon monoxide. It is a poisonous gas. It reduces the oxygen carrying capacity of blood. Means children, when we inhale this air which contain carbon monoxide, it reduces the oxygen carrying capacity of RBCs, red blood cells, and it leads to death also, because living things or the human beings do not get sufficient oxygen to breathe. Okay, and it leads to death. So this is actually a major pollutant of air pollution. Next major pollutant of air pollution is unburned particles. Automobiles which burn diesel and petrol also produces tiny particles which remain suspended in air for long period. They are known as SPM, suspended particulate matter. Okay, means diesel and petrol, when they are burned, they are not only produces carbon monoxide, they also produces tiny particles which remain suspended in the air. They reduces visibility, and when we inhale it with the air, they causes diseases, respiratory diseases like bronchitis, asthma, etc. Such particles are also produced during industrial processes, like the industries where steel is made. They also produce these tiny particles. Power plants are also produced or give out tiny ashes particles which also pollute the atmosphere. So these suspended particulate matters are produced by burning of petrol and diesel. They are also produced in the mining areas or in the industrial processes, and the power plants are also produce suspended particulate matters which are the pollutants of air, and they cause many respiratory diseases. Children, these pollutants not only affect the life of living things, they also affect non-living things like our historical monuments. You all know that Taj Mahal is a beautiful historical monument or the attraction of the tourists to our India, to our country. Now this beautiful monument is suffering from monument cancer. Okay, so what is monument cancer? Air pollution is actually a main cause of this monument cancer. So let's study what is monument cancer. The industries located in and around Agra produces some gases like sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxide. These gases react with the water present in the atmosphere to form sulfuric acid and nitric acid. The acid drops down with the rain, making the rain acidic. This acid corrodes the marble of the monument and result in decoloring its white marble. The phenomenon is also called marble cancer. So the main reason behind the reducing of beauty of Taj is acid rain, which is the result of air pollution. So let's study about acid rain. Children, when it rains, nitrogen oxide reacts present in air reacts with rainwater and form nitric acid, and sulfur dioxide forms sulfuric acid. Means when there is a rainwater react with these gases and form acid. These acid make the neutral water of rain acidic. Okay, and when this acid fall on the earth with rain, this is called acid rain. It is one of the major cause of monument cancer. It is formed when rainwater mixes with pollutant present in the air like nitrogen dioxide and sulfur dioxide gas emitted in the exhaust of vehicles. Here in the figure, children, also you can see there are the gases present in the air which are produced by the vehicles, and when they mix with water they form nitric acid and sulfuric acid. These acids make the rainwater acidic. So when rain falls, these gases combine and the following reactions takes place. Nitrogen dioxide, when combined with water, it forms nitric acid, and when sulfur dioxide combines with water, it forms sulfuric acid. Okay, and these acid drops down with rain, making the rain acidic. This is called acid rain. Okay, as a result, rainwater no longer remains only pure water, it becomes acidic. Now, effects of acid rain. It leads to monument cancer as it combines with marble and deteriorates or damage it. It affects the pH of soil and make it unfit for growing crop. Acid rain make the soil acidic, and when the pH of soil become low, when it become acidic, it become unfit for growing crop. It affects aquatic life too, as it reduces the pH of water, and when the water become acidic, it is not fit for aquatic living things. Children, there are many more disadvantages of acid rain which we will study in our next class. Children, here the part 1 of lesson 18 is completed. That's all for today. Have a nice day.